Hey YouTube, Kind Kraken here. We got the patch notes for Multiversus that are coming out today, August 15th. Zoomed in a bit so we can see. Patch notes, Season 1 patch notes. Morty will be arriving on 8/23. He'll be our first Plumbus wielding character. My glob. Really? Really? Plumbus wielding? He's really gonna use the Plumbus? It basically looks like a wiener.
You've been
The
naughty.
patch will come in two parts. The first will be on August 15th, and the second will be coming shortly afterwards, hopefully in the next few days. So not every change will be in the August 15th patch, but most. Alright, free character rotation. We got Arya, Batman, LeBron, and Steven, so I don't know how many people that's gonna please or not. We got the free rotation of characters now show an icon that identifies them, so that's something. Battle Pass XP match rewards increase from 10 for wins and 5 for losses, up from 5 for wins and 3 for losses, so that's quite a big increase. That's a really big increase. Double for wins, plus 2 for, you know, almost double for losses. Disabled class-based Battle Pass missions for other than tanks, because everyone should have a tank for free. I'm not reading that whole thing, I already read it, that's why. Lower the requirements for number of seasonal missions. Ring out from the top of the map is 50. They all will getting reduced from 75 to 50, and get 50 assists instead of 125. That's way lowered. Alright, these are the more important ones. General perks, clear the air. Increase consistency on perk effect. Be aware of inconsistencies in this perk interaction. No, we are aware that it had inconsistencies with Velma's speech bubbles and Batman's batarang. We'll address these interactions in a future patch. So I guess that's not fixed yet. They're just acknowledging. Maybe it does work. They just gotta work on it. I don't know. This is a little better. Make it rain dog. Projectile speed now properly applied to thrown items. That wasn't a huge deal, but that's nice that it applies to that. Painted target. Fixed an issue where projectiles weren't applying bonus damage. That was on Velma, so that one sucked when she was using it. Now it works. Retaliation ready. Reduced unstacked gray health from 3 HP to 3 seconds, from 1 HP to 3 seconds. Reduced stacked gray health from 4 to 2. Ugh. Yeah, that's way worse now. School me once. Increase consistency of projectile block spawn. Notable. Getting hit by Jerry will now spawn a projectile block buff. Okay. So that just means it works right a little better. Slippery and Fent fixed an issue where evade distance was not increased on hit cancels. Okay. So that means it works right. Snowball effect. I'm happy about this one because it was already good, but fix an issue where projectiles weren't getting bonus damage, so that'll definitely help Tom and Jerry. Static electricity. Increase consistency on projectile electric application. Notable thrown items will do electricity. Yeah, that's what I thought. It wasn't working at all with, like, Shaggy's sandwich. It didn't look like it. But Shaggy is one of the ones that gets that, like, from leveling up. Ice debuff. Instead of being 1 stack, movement speed slow at 1 stack reduced from 20% to 15. Slow now scares linearly with each stack of ice debuff. So it must have been the first stack was good, and then like other stacks were worse. So now I guess ice isn't as good on the first stack. And removed a bug where ice debuff made people take additional knockback. Didn't realize that was a thing. Fixed a bug where cooldowns are not triggered properly if you use near an ally Jake. Weird. Okay. Gameplay modes. FFA, which is free-for-alls. Fixed a bug where pop-up text will display the incorrect point value. Okay. UI announcer pack. Now you can preview the announcers. Ooh, that's nice. So you can hear what they sound like before you buy them. Various bug fixes to tutorials. I'm not gonna read all that. If you haven't finished the tutorial by now, whatever. New terms added to the glossary. Okay, characters. Buff is a plus, nerf is a minus. Squiggly lines just to change. Alright. Kraken needs a sip. This is the big part. You can see we still got quite a bit if you look at the scroll bar. First up is Arya. The goal of these changes was to make her combos be more consistent and successful at lower levels. Buff to up and up. It's the air ground up special, or up special. Hitting a fighter will now more accurately launch them at an angle to allow for follow-ups. Up air attack. The first hit will now more accurately combo into the second hit. Neutral air attack. Now has earlier branching on hit. Ground side attack. Arya will remain velocity for the first hit of side attack. Ground down attack. Now has slightly earlier dodge branching. Air ground neutral special. Fixed a bug where she would not copy over capsule hitboxes on her normal neutral stack when stealing a fighter's face. Set Arya's hurtbox to match a victim's hurtbox when she's disguised at them. See, I've barely seen her do that. I didn't even realize that was a thing, hardly. She could turn into other people. Fixed a bug where Arya's top UI would offset incorrectly when she steals a face. Fixed a bug where disguise attack hitbox could get disconnected. Fixed a bug where they were blah blah blah. Fixed bugs, alright? Those aren't super important. Stuff works better. Batman. Change. Fixed a bug where Batman would overshoot his grapple destination if the fighter he was grappled to dodged. Increased the overshooting distance when grappling to an ally. Fixed Batman's grapple falling a short distance under high latency. Grounded side attack. First hit added 3 frames of rift recovery, which means it got slightly nerfed. Grounded air, neutral attack, incoming in patch 2, battering will pick up. Now a return of 9.45 seconds of its cooldown from 11.55 seconds. This change helps create a window from when battering is used for the opponent to react. With perks like CoffeeZilla causing the cooldown to be even shorter, we felt it was necessary. Because battering's really good. You should just use it all the time. Alright. Woo! The Menace. Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny's a little too safe on everything he does. I agree. We're giving him some additional whiff punish windows to help address this. Air up special. Fixed an exploit where bugs could spawn 2 rockets. So they made it so you can't spawn 2 rockets anymore. Y'all guys got that? Alright. Fixed an exploit where bugs could spawn multiple safes. They fixed that. Safe HP is reduced by 2 points from 16 to 14. Air down special. Bugs' previous tunnels now disappear when creating new tunnels. That's how I thought it worked to begin with. Dang. Air up attack. Added 4 frames of roof recovery. It's still just as big. Guess we'll see if it helps. Air side attack. Added whiff by 5 frames. Air neutral attack. Another 5 frame whiff. Recovery. That's only if he misses you is the thing. Grounded down attack. Pimax lifetime set to 8 seconds. Pi no longer applies to Slayer. Alright. So a lot of nerfs. All nerfs for bugs. Finn. Fighting against Finn felt too difficult, as Finn felt a bit too safe and could throw out attacks with much fear of a punish you how quickly he recovered. Hitbox foundational updates are coming soon, but not in this pass. Alright, passive. Attacks affected by attack decay no longer spawn coins. Wow. Okay, so if you keep using the coin moves, they just won't give you more coins. And it now spawns with 100 gold instead of 200. Air down special. Fixed an issue where the gym required 200 gold, but only cost 100 to spawn. Gym now requires and costs 100. Okay. Weird. Fixed it. Air side special. Added additional whiff recovery. Doesn't say about how much. Grounded air up special. Reduce the strength of the vacuum effect of the backpack. Weaker hits of the backpack no longer overwrite stronger knockbacks from other attacks. Okay, so you won't get sucked in as easy. Whiffing will all of his hits will still drop a coin. Added a whiff recovery. So if it doesn't hit, it's gonna take longer before you can do stuff. Hitbox should better match your attack. Not perfect until a planned hitbox system overhaul. Air side attack. Reduced active frames to diminish Finn's ability to hit fighters behind him. Alright. Grounded down attack. The distance Finn covers with an attack now scales with how the charge the attack is. That'll be good. Because that move seemed pretty good. Grounded side attack increases riff recovery and first hit. On the house perk. Fix it issue will Finn spent gold on gems spawned by this perk. Slightly reduce the launch speed of gems spawned by this perk if you fix issues that arose when you combined with Make It Rain. Okay, a lot of stuff. We're getting through it. Not as much changes now. Actually, it's not this whole scroll wheel. We're actually pretty far through it. Okay. Garnet, air and ground neutral special. Strong activation starts early on frame 12 instead of frame 30. Wow, that sounds way quicker. Song activation, not strong. Air grounded down special. Fixed bug where Garnet would be stopped by Iron Giant's collision when she moves with her down special. Neutral air attack, slightly higher base knockback. Alright. Harley. Stifle Bat, or Stuffle Bat. Harley's bomb of visual effects shrunk to better match the explosion radius. Her weight went from 42 to 44. Woohoo! So there you go. She got a slight buff, Harley fans. 2 points. Right. Iron Giant. Visual effects, that's what that means, VFX. Global Fighter visual effects now better matches Iron Giant's size without making the screen too busy. Notable adjustments include projectile block buff, speed boost buff, and Steve and Bubble debuff. So they better match his size. Air and ground down special. Fixed an issue where the VFX trails would persist and fill up the screen. I remember seeing that. Can no longer use cannonball attack when out of air specials. Knockback angle changes send fighters more horizontally and away from Iron Giant. Fix issues that would allow for infinite bouncing on enemies near the ground. Gray health activation reduced from 2 plus Volta HP to 5 seconds. 2 bolts of HP for 3 seconds. Don't last as long. And you get less. Ground forward special. Iron Giant grabs are correctly blocked by incompatible states. So they fix that. Guess it wasn't working right and grabbing people when it shouldn't. Air up attack can no longer hit the same target multiple times. Air neutral attack. Final hit. Knockback angle changes send fighters more horizontally and away from Iron Giant. Increase knockback scaling. Or nerf. Grounded up attack. Gray health scrap reduced from 3 HP to 5 seconds, from 2 HP to 3 seconds. Allies that consume scrap will override any existing gray health they have from consuming scrap. If you didn't know, that's what the scrap did. Grounded forward attack. Fixed attack decay not triggering for all parts of forward attack combo. Grounded down attack. Gray health from art reduced from 10 HP for 10 seconds to 6 HP for 3 seconds. See, that's how you're supposed to keep them alive, is by eating the scraps in the art to get the health, but they reduced it, so... My boy Jake got a couple little nerfs. Air down attack. Remove instant cancel from attack to prevent skateboard infinites. Can no longer bounce off allies. I didn't know you could even make an infinite with it, but... Grounded up attack. Additional whiff recovery. Slightly later charge cancel window to make a bit more committal. Grounded up attack was pretty good. But you could cancel out of it pretty easily. Alright, LeBron. Air ground side specials. LeBron's solo dunk no longer spawns a shockwave on the ground. So you gotta get an alley-oop the alley-oop teleport version of it spawns a shockwave and will launch fighters into the shockwave. The shockwave will launch fighters into a final hit that applies a weaken debuff. Solo dunk knockback and hitbox size increase. Fixed a bug where LeBron could dunk himself into the sky. Grounded air down special no ball. Adjusted prevent ball spam. No, it's just a change. Air side attack got buffed. Branches earlier on hit. Fixed for hitbox hitting behind him too much. Aerial neutral attack. Branches early on hit to increase combo potential. Fixed for the ball branching into no ball neutral air. Buff on grounded side attack. Ground down attack. Remove shared attack decay from side attack and down attack. So I guess that's good. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Grounded side attack, 3-hit combo, hits more consistently. Grounded neutral attack, fixed an angle of attack. This just applies to his basketball. Fix some team color issues that would occur when reflecting LeBron's ball. Fixed an issue where LeBron could be stuck to tackle without his ball while visually holding his ball. Hot hands perk. When ally catches a no-look pass while the hot hands perk is equipped, the basketball pass ball will emit flames to let allies know they threw an ignited ball. Alright. A few more. Rain Dog. Buff to the air up special. Removed hit pause on ally that threw Rain Dog when Rain Dog connects in ball form. Because he can turn into a ball. Nerf to the aerial ground neutral special. Increased cooldown from 13 seconds to 14 seconds. 1 second. Big deal. Air up attack. Hitbox size increased. I'm happy about this one here. We'll highlight this. Shaggy's side special felt a little too unpunishable, so we added a bit of whiff recovery. Thank you. Because they spam that move. Rage Air side special. Recovery increased by 2 frames. Now better matches Rage grounded side special. Addressed an issue where he could perform 2 Rage specials. Rage ground down special. Shaggy Shockwave will launch fighters in a final hit that applies weaken debuff. So that's a buff. Nerf grounded air side special. There's the wolf recovery. Steven. Got a nerf to his grounded down special. Watermelon Steven cooldown begins when Watermelon Steven is wrung out. Okay, that makes sense. Fixed a bug where Watermelon Steven could spawn inside ceilings and be stuck. Air neutral attack. No longer will animation hitch. Voice sound effects fixed an issue where Steven's intro voice line failed to play. Taunt. Fixed an issue where he could only taunt. Okay. Superman got nothing but nerfs. He got more whiff recovery on his grounded neutral attack, grounded up attack, and his grounded down special. Alright. Taz. This is the start of our tornado changes for Taz. We'll be continuing to monitor the tornado with extra scrutiny in case additional changes are needed. Chicken debuff. Fixed a bug where transformed fighters could receive buffs that would not appear visually when they return to their normal form. Reduced it from 10 to 8 seconds. Increased the size of the chicken. So that means they'd be easier to hit. Air ground down special. Adjusted projectile movement direction of Taz spit projectiles to be more forward and less of a lob. When he spits a projectile back at the fighter, the projectile will maintain its original speed. Alright, makes sense. Air grounded neutral special. If Taz eats a projectile that he can't spit back out, he will refresh a count of his apple core ability. Increase the size of hit collision for Taz eating projectiles of his neutral special. Also made it possible to eat projectiles a few frames earlier. Taz deals 1 stack of weaken debuff every time you choose an enemy. Alright. Fixed a bug that allows for ground movement after eating a enemy fighter. Here's a nerf. Air and grounded up special. Damage reduced from 10 to 9 and base knockback reduced from 1500 to 1350. Fixed a bug where enemy fighters could become invulnerable to fight cloud after dodging it. Few more changes, guys. We're almost through it. Air and ground side special. Now a cooldown move with 7-second cooldown. While the cooldown is active, side special is a weaker version of the tornado. So they still got a tornado, just a crappy version. Full power tornado has 1.5 second duration and receives an additional 1 second duration after the passing of an ally. The cooldown has a 0.25 second duration. I mean, okay, that's really small. And does not gain additional duration. Alright, guess we'll see. Grounded up attack. Now a 2-hit attack. The early combo hit combos into the sandwich clap. Tom and Jerry. Not just a few changes. Dynamite now applies projectile perks, which is good. Air normal. Fixed a bug at Tom and Jerry. Prevented Tom and Jerry from using normal attacks. An air special one that was reached. The air up special fixed an issue where Jerry to continue to have active hit frames when falling from the rocket. Didn't notice that. Didn't know that was a glitch. Alright, almost done. Velma and Wonder Woman. Velma's air side special reduced move distance. The distances traveled before gave Velma additional cover than it was intended. Okay. Air up special. Reduced weakened stacks from 3 to 2 are no longer chained to air down attack as easily to prevent easy application of damage. Downside special. Reduced gray health from 12 HP to 4 seconds to 6 HP for 3 seconds. Didn't know they got gray health for that. That's cool, but not as much now. Air down attack. Increased riff recovery. Air side attack. Added riff recovery. Grounded air neutral attack. Or ground and air neutral attack. Fixed issue when the ward bubbles will go through bugs tunnels. Reduced ammo count from 4 to 3. Reduced ammo return from 11 to 10. I guess that means it slowed down a little bit how quickly it regenerates. Weight She went from 63 to 60, so they nerfed her weight a little more. Knowledge is power perk. Reduced gray health from 7 HP for 5 to 3 HP for 3. A lot of gray health things got nerfed. Wonder Woman. Ground air neutral special. Lowered cooldown from 13 seconds to 12 seconds. Grounded side special. Projectile shield comes out early and allowed her to better react to incoming projectiles. That's good. 2 good buffs. Air up attack. Hurt box should now better match the animation. Good. Big weight increase from 65 to 76. That's 11 points extra heaviness. So that'll help her be tanky. And her Shield of Athena signature perk, adjusted scale projectile shield to cover an edge case where projectiles would pass above it. Okay. Whew, that's it. So yeah, a lot of patch notes, a lot of talking, a lot of reading. Wow, that was like 26 minutes long. So let me know what y'all think about the patch notes in the comments if y'all watching this after the fact that I uploaded it, because it's an upload. Lots of changes coming, and hopefully they'll be here, you know, soon. It's like 4:30 a.m. where I'm at now. Kraken's pooped. Alright, don't be lacking on that kind, Kraken.